Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Hanny Siregar. So today I will present my assignment entitled Teaching Daily Routines Using Interactive Digital Tools. This lesson plan is designed for 6th grade of elementary school, focuses on the topic daily routines using simple present tense. So I chose this topic is because daily routines are closely related to students' everyday lives. So it becomes easier for them to understand and apply the language in their daily activities. In this lesson plan, I also integrate technology into the teaching and learning process to make the classroom more interactive, engaging, and also student-centered. The technology I use in this lesson is Canva, Kahoot, and Google Classroom. So now I will explain my lesson plan. So first, I would like to explain the lesson overview. So this lesson is prepared for 6th grade elementary school students. And then the lesson is focuses on 2 language skills, speaking and writing. And then the duration of this lesson is around 60 minutes. And I selected this topic is because students already have their own daily activities such as waking up, having breakfast, go to school, doing homework, so they can connect with the lesson and also with their own experiences. And for the learning objective, I also designed for this. So at the end of the lesson, students will be able to or expected to identify vocabulary that related to daily routines. So for example, like they have to understand the word like wake up, brush teeth, go to school, doing homework, and also students are also expected to make sentences with using simple present tense. And then after that, students will tell their own daily routines orally and also in written form. And then lastly, students are also expected to participate in technology-based learning activities. So the focus of this lesson is not just about the grammar, but also their communication and also their participation in technology. And next, I will explain about the TPACK framework. So TPACK stands for technological knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, and content knowledge. So this framework helps teachers combine technology, teaching methods, and also learning content effectively. So the first component there is content knowledge or CK. So content knowledge is refers to what students learn. So in this lesson, the content that includes vocabulary and also the use of simple present tense. And then students will learn how to express everyday activities using correct grammar. And then the second component, there is pedagogical framework or pedagogical knowledge, or PK. And then this refers how the teacher teaches. So instead of only explaining the materials traditionally, I use interactive teaching methods. So it's like students are encouraged to participate in the classroom, like answering question and then practice directly. And then the third component, there is technological knowledge or TK. And then this refers to the teacher's ability to use the technology. So for this lesson, I selected Canva, Kahoot, and Google Classroom because each tool have different role. So Canva helps me to deliver material visually, and then Kahoot helps students practice while enjoying the activity. And then Google Classroom I use to support the assignment, management, and communication. When these 3 components work together, and students can learn more actively and meaningfully. Okay, so now I want to explain how TPACK implemented in the class. So at the beginning of the class, the teacher introduces the title of the lesson with Canva. So instead of writing on the board, students can see the colorful and visual for the examples. And then the teachers shows pictures of daily activities and ask student question like, what do you do every morning? So after student understand the explanation with using Canva, the lesson continues with Kahoot. So students answer quiz questions individually, and this activity makes learning feel more exciting because students receive immediate results and feedback. And then students move to the final activity. They write about their own daily routines. Their work is uploaded through Google Classroom, and this activity allows students to practice English while also becoming familiar with digital learning environments. And through this process, technology becomes part of the learning experience instead of only being additional tools. Okay, next section is the SAMR model. So SAMR is used to explain how technology changes the learning experience. So the first level used in this lesson is the substitution. So Canva belongs to this level because it replaces traditional explanation using boards and printed materials. So even though the functions still similar, but the presentation becomes more attractive. And then the second level is augmentation. So Kahoot is included in this category because technology improves the activity. So students receive immediate feedback, scores, and also the interactive features. And then this make learning more engaging compared to the traditional paper quizzes. And then the third level is modification. Google Classroom changes the learning process because assignment and feedback happen digitally. And then students no longer use like a printed assignment using paper, something like that. So the teachers can review assignments more efficiently in anywhere and everywhere. So technology does not only replace old methods, but also improves learning quality. Okay, so now I will explain about LMS integration. So LMS stands for Learning Management System. So for this lesson, I use Google Classroom. So Google Classroom helps organize learning activities more efficiently. So teachers can upload learning materials before class begins, and then students also can access anytime, anywhere. And then the teachers can also post assignment and announcement in there. And then in this lesson, students are asked to write 8 to 10 sentences about their daily activities. And then after completing the task, students upload their work to the Google Classroom. Then teachers can provide comments and scores directly for them. And then this process can support communication and also help students to track their own progress. And then in this lesson plan, I use 3 categories of technology. So the first technology is presentation technology through Canva. And then this tool helps me to make explanation clearer and more visual and more attractive for students. And then the second category is assessment technologies using Kahoot. This technology helps teachers to evaluate students directly and then interactively. And then the third category is learning management technology using Google Classroom. This platform supports to the assignment submission and communication. So each technology has a different function, but together they support better learning outcomes and how to manage the classroom for this lesson. Okay, so to conclude, this lesson plan shows how technology can support English language teaching in elementary school. So technology helps to create more interactive and student-centered classroom. Canva improves students' understanding through visual. Kahoot increases motivation and participation. Google Classroom supports about organization and communication and also classroom management. And however, there are still challenges such as internet connection and also students' ability to use digital tools. So teachers need to prepare the alternative solution and provide guidance for this. So like we have the backup. Even though we're using digital tools, we have the backup because we don't know about the internet connection and maybe like the lack of electricity. We don't know about it, so we have to the alternative to solve the problem. So overall, integrating technology into education can create more meaningful learning experiences and also help students become more active learners. So yeah, thank you for watching my presentation today. I hope you guys can get new knowledge, I think, from this. That's all I can say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.